Hey, it's Anti from Mayo, and I'm here to teach you the basics of wave tutting. Wave tutting is a style that combines finger tuts and finger rolls in one fluid motion, basically allowing your fingers to create a constant movement while creating finger tut combinations. In this tutorial, we're going to show a basic wave tut sequence, then a slightly more advanced wave tut sequence that you can easily branch off of. So let's get right to it. So to start this sequence off, you're going to go ahead and have your hands out, pointer fingers out, and thumbs touching. Using your thumbs as a pivot point, you're going to go ahead and drop your left hand down, creating a 90-degree angle between both thumbs. So from this position, you're going to drop your right hand, tracing the left palm, like so. Now try this again. This time, roll your fingers open and close as your thumb passes each finger. Now when you get to this position, your index finger and your left pinky should be pointing forward, as well as your right thumb touching the bottom of your left palm, like so. So next, you're going to go ahead and trace over your right hand with your left pinky. So go ahead and bring up your right hand, take your left pinky and trace it over your right hand. Now don't forget to roll your fingers while doing the trace motion over the right hand. So now you should pretty much be at this position here, where it's pinky to pinky at a 90-degree angle. It's kind of awkward, but this is where you should be. From this position, you're going to want to go ahead and slide back to the position you were prior. So your right hand thumb should be touching your left palm, like so. So from this position where your left palm is in contact with your right thumb, you're just going to want to go ahead and take it back to step one and slide right back up to your left thumb. So that's the end of the basic wave tut sequence. Pretty much you learned how to do this move here. Can turn it around if you would like, do it the other way. It all really depends on, what you're into. But just practice it a bunch and you'll start to realize things, for yourself. Now here is a wave tutting sequence that's a little more advanced. Now with this sequence, you're going to want to go ahead and start at the 90-degree angle position with both thumbs touching and both index fingers pointing outwards. Now trace your left palm with your right hand straight down. Don't forget to keep your fingers rolling during what's this called? Tracing. From this position, you're going to want to go ahead and trace with your left pinky over to your right pinky, creating a 90-degree angle between pinkies. Then, go ahead and drag it right on back. So from this position, you're going to want to go ahead and use your right thumb as a hinge to swing under and onto the other side of your left hand, like so. While doing this, be sure both index finger and pinky finger are pointing outward. Now from here, you're going to want to go ahead and trace over your right palm with your left pinky to your right pinky, like so. So you should be at a pinky-pinky 90-degree angle as well. Now from this position here, you're going to want to go ahead and trace up your left palm with your right pinky, leaving your thumb connected with your right palm, like so. Be sure to have both index and pinky pointing out, as well as your thumb connected to your right palm. So from this position here, you're going to want to go ahead and roll your right hand over using your left thumb as a pivot point, like so. So from this position here, you're going to want to trace the bottom of your hand to your thumb, creating the 90-degree angle we started off with. So from the 90-degree angle that we left off at, go ahead and try and flip the box. to pretty much your left hand being on top. So what you're gonna do is drop your left hand this time, slide it down, your right hand, take your right hand, trace it over to your left, bring it back, do the little hook thing, and then slide it under, do the trace up your right hand, flip over, come back, and we're back at the 90-degree angle that we left off at. This wave 10 sequence is very versatile. As long as you keep practicing, it will be easy to expand on, so I do stress the significance in practice. Couple helpful tips. Pretty much, I know a lot of tutters, like the form and angles and stuff like that, but just to let you know, inching may help you a little bit get those, fine angles that you're looking for. So, instead of keeping your hands closed and then, trying to flip them open and stuff like that, kind of hurts the fingers. Inching allows you to kind of start from the middle of your bend, the middle of your fingers, to pretty much, an open finger. Inching, the way to go. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Remember, the moves and combos demonstrated in the tutorial were not meant to be copied exactly, but expanded on by you, the light show artist. Now, thank you so much, and here's a light show.